So it is over. The All Thing Roses challenge for 2026, hosted by Michelle of the Junk Journal Studio, is over, and all the bits and pieces that I made went into this journal, and so I said I would do a flip through. Let's hope it won't take forever. It is a ginormous, like I can't even see the camera because I had to move it up so high. But this is my spine. I have 3 signatures. Just for reference, it is on a grid. This puppy is, again, 11 inches tall. I am trying to make sure I can still see stuff. 11 inches tall by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5 width. So I'm gonna open it up. Hopefully I'll keep it in this position and you're gonna be able to see everything. But made this lovely topper when we needed to use lace as a prompt, I believe. Okay, I'm not gonna do that through the whole thing. I'm just gonna flip through, maybe point out a couple things here and there. So nothing on the cover. I made little tabs that don't really take you anywhere. They're just there for decoration. But made out of playing cards when that was the prompt. This is washi tape printed with the design. This is when we had to use, what was it called? Oh, I forgot. Anyway, we've got tags and tucks, clusters made into tucks, pockets, a little mini file folders, all kinds of goodies, right? So that's what you're going to be seeing throughout here. All of this is just washi because there was so much white from the scrapbooking paper. I needed to offset that, but not so much weight, which, guys, she is like 3 pounds. So I don't know if that's the usual, but anyway, pockets with crinkle paper that are like kind of like journal cards, flip outs, right? When we had to do flips. Just everything is just like so lovely. I did hidden paper clips when we had to do hearts, and these were pockets that she provided in her kits. I just stuck some stuff in there. I still have a few things to decorate, but yeah, this is when we had to do scraps. I made this little corset. I left it as a tuck here, and so you're gonna see these little tabs. So we're gonna see a repetition of all these things. So I'm just gonna continue to just flip through and let you just look at it. Oh, I had this flip out, so I put another one of her pockets in here, and then I glued in some coffee dyed paper. So I didn't make a signature. I still need to add some washi to just cover up this little boo-boo, but it is glued in rather well. I saw another creator do this idea of using glue and not signatures. Since there was only 2 pages, I said, why not? This is textured. Okay. We're in the middle. These belly bands, again, I was able to print her really, really large, pointing that out. And when we had to do frames, I did this like shadow box. A few of them. I made several of each items because I had so much to fill here. So let's just keep going. More crinkle. The pockets were great. I just decided to kind of make a little scene over here. And, but sometimes also left it blank. I need something in here. Paper clip. When we had to do see-through, I created these pouches. There is a video on my channel for this. And then I needed to tuck them in, and thankfully I already had paper clips. Okay, and we're just going through. Let's see, tags. We've seen that before. There's a pocket. There's some blank areas that still need to be decorated. Here's another tag on a card that I made. These were also well received. This is a waterfall of papers. We had to use a junk mail envelope, so that's this here. So I used the whole envelope and put it over. You've seen all these things before. Another pocket, more decorations still to make. All of these washi's are just things from her 2, well, there were 4 sets you had to use. 2 of the All Things Roses and 2 of the Junk Journal Essentials. So you had to use at least one from one kits, all things roses, and one from some of the Junk Journal essentials. So here, I made some extra one of these because I feel like I needed a little bit more here and there. Here's another one of those frames. It's just a flip out. It's black, but I was like leaving it blank because you could write with the clear markers with the metallics. Here's some more of the lovely little pieces that I created. There, another one of those pouches that I made. I put it into a pocket that I already had. It fit nicely, but it slides out. So I am going to have to create a little clip there, more decorative than that. Another little corset. Yeah. So I did that again, where I have the little bit of, this is only one sheet, but you can write on that. And that's just like that. Took that off because it was just keeping it, the glue while it dried. Okay. And let's see here. Yes, more file folders, paper clips, tucks, plenty of space to add to it. Middle of the section. Here's another one. This had a flap. I wound up trying to take it off. It is bad. I still have to cut it down with some actual, like, scissor. Not scissor. What is it? Ruler and knife, so that they can have a nice straight edge. So that's a thing that needs to also be adjusted. Again, we have a pocket, but then the flip is attached to it here. So some of the pages wound up being very, very heavy. Here's another one of those Junk Journal envelope thingies. And I just would like slap things in here and then not realize on the other side there was so much more going on. So, that was interesting that I was like, wait a minute, I just put something on here and now I'm looking for a spot to put something else. But it's fun. I love it. I think there's plenty of, juxtaposition between the vintage and the shabby and the chic and all of that beauty from her. And then like the real contemporary, modern scrapbooking papers that I first set up to use. So this is the last signature. We again crinkle paper, our flip. This is just, nice little places to add stuff to. Nothing too crazy. Here we go. So repetitious throughout because I did, like I said, 3 signatures. I needed to create ephemera for all of them. So I would make multiples. Here's another one of those paper clips. Okay, this is the only one that's not made out of a regular playing card. This is one of her playing cards from the Junk Journal Essentials. These were such a hit on the website and the share that we were all doing on the Junk Journal Studio fan of the Junk Journal Studio, that I went and I actually made a video for everybody. So I made it on regular playing cards, but then I used one of the images of the playing cards she had, so that way you could see. It doesn't have to be a true playing card. Okay, so that's the center. Another tuck and tag. Another waterfall writing papers with the cute Junk Journal envelope. And there's another one of those huge belly bands. I should have had, I thought I did 3 of them. I don't know where we missed the other one. And then I used, again, put another shadow box frame. And then on this side, see, this is like one of those, like I really, really got, a lot of embellishment. It's not a tuck, it's just decorative. But then inside here, I did the same thing again with the gluing in of the signature. Just a little piece of decoration. Didn't use it as a tuck this time. More pockets. Another one of those see-throughs. Again, needs to make a little paper clip for that. And these, I love the cameos. I did like a little bit of poppage on that. And then something similar to the butterflies that happened. This is another one of those tip-outs. Tip-outs, flip-outs, flips, whatever. They could, could be written on there. On the back, I had more of that washi. This was there. This is another one of the butterfly ones, right? And almost to the end, another full page paper clip. And then in here, there is a pocket here, and this is the back. And then the back has nothing else on it. So yeah, this is my journal. It is hefty. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed the flip through. Until next time, ciao, ciao, bye.